Hello, this is Korean, and welcome to episode 36 of my Let's Play for Warhammer Bretonnia on Legendary difficulty. We're back at the end. We're going to lead the assault. I have chosen to go with all cat. Now, if this doesn't work, in basically 9 turns I will have a different army, which has some infantry involved, which I actually think will be better than this. I don't know how I'll be all cat. I have 4 anti-large units, I have a host of anti-infantry, Drill Guardians, and then 5 of the Royal Infantry. So unfortunately these had an event that made them all better, these guys didn't get it, so they're not quite as skilled.
Lord and hero.
We have lots of archers holding Galvaraz because of why not. Some other things that happened, a war herd showed up, I chased them up to Montfort and killed them. We've had a little bit of raiding here. The vampires wouldn't leave us alone at her gig, so we eventually stomped them and took her gig in Kimperbad again, and building that up a little bit. We've defended our north. We've built up our defenses here at Wolfenburg. Generally made it so they're not going to be able to do much against us.
You honor me. We
have a couple of defenders up along the north, and we're bringing in an army here. This guy's in the Gorsel, and we're building up here because they're now getting these Marauder champions, which not bad. They're much better than the previous Marauders, so taking a little bit more to beat them off, but really isn't a big deal. Our money has gone down this way because I don't know. That's mainly because we have spent vast amounts on our stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring him in as well. So our army is our Florence the Damsel from the beginning. She is our Heavens. I've given her her unicorn, so she's mounted to help out with the mounted stuff. I don't even know if the unicorn helps. I went back and forth on it. We have our host of Cav, and we have the Green Knight. Now, we will see how this goes. Now, we're given a much better chance than we were last time, which is always a good thing. We do have the backup forces that we know are going to come in. You already caused terror. You cause terror. You don't. You can cause... Oh, that's kind of dumb. You get the missile resistance, and I'm assuming you cause terror. You get terror. Okay, so if our archers had like 1 shot more each, or I don't know, we would have won that last fight. So I hope that now that we have a better chance, well, it just really depends on how well I micro-mic have. We're a couple weeks out from Warhammer 2, so I'm not quite sure what I'm probably going to do something that's either very short or just some battles or something to fill in, or because I do want to have daily Total War content, so I may do just like a show, maybe a small thing that I'm not intending to carry very long, because as soon as I get access to Warhammer 2, I'm going to do a Warhammer 2 content. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I kind of want to do an Empire 2 where I conquer the entire map again. It's the Empire this time, double the map. Don't know if I'll bother with that though. May do it with the High Elves instead, or the Skaven. The Skaven are just silly. High Elves are the ones I have the most models for the Warhammer tabletop game. So that also has some possibility. You're welcome to leave a note below as what you would be interested in seeing. Now, our goal here is going to have to be to charge heavily. We have 4 anti-large. We know that there's this big guy and at least 1 giant. and then various of their own cav. And so we'll want them to deal with that. We'll want these guys to deal with the various infantry units and archers. She's going to set up to try to cast some spells in there. He is going to go for lord hunting, and he's just wherever I need him. So that is the plan of action that we have. We do have the 3 war machines, so we're going to send probably these 3 in immediately to take out the war machines when we move into position. We're going to listen to the speech again, so let's get ready.
The Badlands teem with greenskins, my lord. This truly is the belly of the beast. Orcs and goblins move to trap your forces. You must endure the green tide. Fight hard to overcome it and smite this evil in the lady's blessed name.
Okay, so where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, so we know they're going to be coming up from here.
Defenders of the orders!
You guys come there.
What do you bid?
Two, I'm going to have kind of in reserve for the moment. She can be right here.
Sorceress!
Grail Guardians!
You guys. Go like that, because I'm actually going to send them around back. Okay. Let's go ahead and start about you guys over here.
Take the ground!
To victory! I honor my vow! Awaiting orders! Knights of
I'm going to group you
Bretonnia!
guys up. So I want you to come up here. You. This as well.
Ready
You
for
come here as
battle!
well.
King Lou and
You come here
Leonquin!
as well.
Show us the foe!
We serve the lady!
Moving a base!
Okay.
Full tilt!
You. So that.
King
You.
Lou and Leonquin! With all haste! The lady wins it! For the king!
Where's my third one?
Ready for battle! Show us the foe!
You're not supposed to have called back.
Priestess of the lady!
For the lady! For the grail! For
I
honor!
need you guys.
For Bretonnia!
We are
ready!
Go back.
Heroes of Bretonnia! King Lou and Leonquin!
Don't let that get away. Kill these archers.
Grand Knight!
The damsel is born!
You guys.
Hastily! Battle ready! Hastily!
Knights of Bretonnia!
The damsel is for us! Show us the foe! Take the
Get
ground!
away, I don't need to fight that.
Green light! Green light!
Ready! Moving at base! Attack! What do you bid? The lady wills it! Immediately!
We have our first reinforcement. You guys.
Prepare! The lady wills it!
Oh, we go to this
Glory to
direction.
Bretonnia! Grail Knight!
You guys do it this direction.
Strike them down! Battle ready! Free them to the lady's mercy!
Going to this reactor.
Remember your vows!
You are in trouble with that.
Protect the flags!
Broken. Okay.
We are ready!
Is that another shaman guy?
In the light of the lady!
Come over here. It's time to start using your magic.
King Llewellyn Leotar! Show us the foe!
Okay.
Great guardians!
You guys, I need you to line up over here.
And let
Kill
go!
these.
Sons of Bretonnia!
Okay.
Battle ready! Immediately!
Might of the lady!
We are ready! For the king! Ready for battle!
You. Kill this. You.
Settings with speed! What? Cut them down! Awaiting order!
Who's this?
For the king!
Oh,
The real! They have no honor! Royal Guardian!
You're good. There's a giant.
Beware! Foul swiftly!
I need to kill generals as fast as possible. Dragon.
Bold knight!
Damsel!
What is this?
All shall know my power!
King Llewellyn!
My lady
Kill this.
brought me this sight!
Good job. This unit's almost destroyed, but you guys,
Take the ground!
help with that. Except for you.
Grail Guardians!
Kill this guy. Because he came back.
Awaiting orders! Trample them!
Kill
For
this.
the king!
We still have all our guys.
Show us the foe! Smite them! Smite
Let's get
them!
these guys off the back.
Break them! Number knights! For the king! Yes?
You guys.
Post haste!
Oh, never mind. All of you.
Awaiting orders! To battle at once! Beware! Full tilt! Break them! Ready!
Guys.
Full tilt! Grail Guardians! Moving a base!
Not this way. Don't fight that thing.
King Llewellyn Leotar! Smite them!
We'll let our allies deal with the mopping that up for a bit. We need to come here and build.
We
I
obey!
see much! Hurry! It is done!
Did we kill Scarsman? We did.
Show us the foe! For
Get there.
Bretonnia! We serve the lady!
We did, we go.
Grail Knights!
You guys.
Spartan!
Gonna be here.
I am king!
Kill these
To my
guys.
Attack! I honor my vow! Awaiting order! What do you mean? Charge!
Okay.
From the side! Champion of the lady!
Here comes Jose.
Of the lady!
Green light.
Where's my green knight?
Eliminate them.
Grail Knights! Remember your vows!
Sorceress!
Moving! At speed!
These are closed.
For the lady!
You guys
How
finish
by
here,
honor!
the wavering, finish them off. And we should be having one more wave.
The lady protects me! Grail Knights! For our lady! Charge!
Okay. We still have our allies.
The lady's chosen! Grail Guardians!
Yeah, we're doing really, really well.
Awaiting orders!
Okay.
Grail Guardians!
I'm gonna come here to
Swiftly!
do this.
What do you
You
bid?
guys come here.
With haste!
She, I need here.
She got at once!
Ready.
That.
Grail Knights!
Form up. Okay, so last group. We still have a ton of allies. This is okay. This has gone remarkably better than the previous one. I almost won in the previous one. I really think if I just had a few more arrows, it would have been over. Okay, you guys.
Show us the foe! At once!
You guys. Can already go to them.
What do you mean?
You guys come over here.
With haste!
Where is?
Come, peasants! Fight for your lords!
To victory.
Lances ready! By the lady! Grail Knights! We are ready! Smite them!
Where are these
Attack!
platforms? You guys, get over here. You.
I call thee forth!
Battle ready!
Kill that.
Grail Guardians!
Come help him. Finish that. Those 4 boys off so I can get you in to help Leon Corps. Okay. Someone go help Leon Corps.
Awaiting
You guys are going for
orders!
this. And we'll just sweep through with these. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought I might need like a stop melee line to hold the line. That does not seem to be the case.
Green light.
If I'd brought the Green Knight instead of an archer unit class, it would have been
We
so close
are
to the
ready!
first drive, so far.
Slay them!
Just keep moving over.
Ride them down!
We have the Black Horse.
Grail Knights!
You guys
Cut
come
them
into this
down!
spot. So close the first time.
Show us the foe!
So far away. But we won with ease. With ease this time. And that's semi-impressive even. Okay. I'm gonna say I did amazing. Oh, come on. Really, Pyrrhic? That was not a Pyrrhic victory. You could call it close, maybe. But look at that. I mean, most of my army was barely hurt. Oh, her whole army got wiped out. He only lost 14 men. I guess I just didn't have many to lose in the first place, but I don't think that was Pyrrhic. I call shenanigans on that. Okay, so we're going to be ending this episode here. I believe this will be the last episode. I think this is all I have to do to have completed the campaign, and that was the goal of the day. I don't particularly care for the vampire counts. I may play a couple episodes just to kind of show off some of the vampire count stuff. They beg you to auto-resolve everything. And it's not as fun if I don't fight at least some of the fights. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try and do some vampire counts. Just until Warhammer 2 comes out. That'd be one way of going. Well, leave a message below. Hey, do you want to see vampire counts? Would you like me to just do some funny battles? Which I really never bothered to do. I don't think get any view counts, but I could try them. If you want me to conquer more of the world as Bretonnia for some unknown reason, I do have the Norska DLC, so I could play some Norska. I think it's been done fairly heavily, so it's going to hold off and do my version of it later. It looks like a campaign where running giant mobs, like my troll army from the Chaos, it begs to run giant mobs of monsters and just wreck everything. But if you want me to do that, let me know. I can give that a try. If not, next week I'll come back with something. It may be something that we like to do vampire counts and see how it goes, and potentially come back to vampire counts in the future if people enjoy it. But they're not very great. Anyways, if there's something you want to see, leave it below. Otherwise, I guess I could have paused this instead of rambling about this for a while. I'm just not quite sure what I want to do. I could also go outside of Warhammer for a while, but I want to do Warhammer 2, at least one of the campaigns, as soon as it comes out. Kill them all. That should be it. Oh, we got a head wizard. That's what we needed. Quest successful. My lord, the hour is returned. We already read that. So... the only other thing I said we would do is we would spend the time to do that so that I could have all of it. So we're going to continue the campaign for literally one turn while I finish this. There really isn't much. I mean, we've taken a lot of land. We have incredible boom tech. Oh, by the way, I started killing everyone, so the dwarves love me again.
You come to Bretonnia.
No. I should declare war on you for asking for 2,000 gold. So I do. Okay. Why are you outside the city walls? But apparently we win, so... I have Let Us Pray for the Lady and Sigmar Reborn. Because one lady beat an army. That's hilarious! Hilarious! That's an expensive army. Okay, so we've completed the long campaign. Real fast.
Your coming was foretold. I have seen the way.
Oh well.
Do you know who I am? Sallying forth!
My magic is yours.
There. Now you die.
My lady calls.
Okay. End our turn. Then we'll have accomplished our final goal, which is to have all of our tech. And we will be ending this episode. It actually went longer than I thought. We're pretty close to half an hour. But we did not have to go quite that long. Okay. So that was the last thing. I didn't get a thing for having all my tech. So we're gonna do one more turn to see if I get that. And then we'll end the episode. So my thoughts on the Bretonnia campaign. I liked it in quite a few ways. The end fight is I think Chaos is like pretty much the same thing. You just fight wave after wave with the different Chaos Lords. And yeah, except you have to march all the way up to the waste, which is, you know, semi-painful if you're not conquering your way through Norska. I would have conquered my way through Norska if I had done that. But I didn't get it, so whatever. So my thoughts real fast, for the last minute or two. I'm really kind of disappointed though. So when I saw there were multiple economic buildings, I was like, finally, there's something to do with all your build slots. And it's not like the buildings made outrageous sums of money. This 150,000 is partially because I sacked 25,000 of this because I sacked Calabaheim. And I've spent the last, I don't know, 15, 20 turns just waiting for troops to be built. Because I tried to build the cavalry stables in here, and it wouldn't let me build like anything. I don't know, for some reason I cannot build in the Southern Badlands anymore, which I don't understand, but whatever. It didn't really matter. So the fact though that they throw out these two for you, and then this kind of is, you know, silly, because there's no real reason to do the farms unless you want to hire, you know, peasants, which they're cheap, but even with the tech they're so bad. I don't know why you bother. I mean, you're so limited by this, and if you go over and you don't have any income based upon farms, you don't lose any money. So the peasant economy thing basically means that the little, very tiny bit extra you get from farms, there's no reason to build them. So in the end, I was very excited by the campaign at first, and about halfway through when I realized, yeah, my income's not looking right, and that I should never bother to build any farms, I grew kind of disillusioned with this campaign. Overall, I do think that they're fun armies to play with. The troops are unique. I do actually like the peasant economy idea. I think it's a better idea than the one where you get nuked for every additional army that you have. I don't think that's great. I kind of still prefer like the Attila way where you were limited in number of armies. But really, the best way was back in, you know, Medieval 2 or Rome 1, where if you wanted to pay for the troops, you could build them. Here you go. But without recruitment slots from population and whatnot, it's, I guess you build endlessly to, you know, armies, and they don't want you to have 70 armies. Maybe, I don't know. It seems silly to me, especially since the economy is so neutered. So overall, I had fun for the most part of this campaign. That last end battle is the most epic battle, you know, preset battle that I think I've fought in any of the Warhammer games, so that's really nifty. It seems almost over the top, but at the same time, they didn't change enough when they went to the peasant economy, I think, for it to be great. I think you should have been able to build both buildings and not, you know, totally hurt yourself for doing so. So, yep, that's my kind of my review. If you have any questions or comments, leave below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.